Hey, Mac. Happy Monday to you, too. I caught a little bit of your postcard making. I like the randomness of it. Yeah, I watched some of it while I was getting ready. Now I got to get my voice going here. So, yeah, you're the first one here. You even beat Janet here. Hope you had a good weekend. Hi, Linda. Hi, Angie. Hi, sister. You sneaking in for a little bit? Hey, girl. Hey. Hi, Dawn. So, yeah, I'm going to make a collage, those boxes that Denise gave me from the tumbler boxes. And we're going to turn them into pencil or paintbrush holders. Yeah, collage, but I have books, I have Happy Mail, I got some other stuff first. I also just got a couple wood panels out so we can collage on those as well. I'm going to use this book here. So, yeah, hi, Debbie Bruce. So, we're going to do a couple different collage things and show some books and some Happy Mail and some new pens. Hi, Pamela, Terry, Brett, Missy. I am here for the long haul today. Oh, good. Yay. I'm gonna have to get you an Easter date, sister. Hi, Janet. So yeah, Janet made me buy some pens, and then I turned around and bought her something. Hi, Leona. And I got books, a book haul, and some other things to show some a little bit of Happy Mail. Here's my if y'all, y'all didn't see it finished unless you looked over on Instagram. But here's the Googelli Fine Color page that I did last Wednesday. I finished it up. I did put it on IG. It's all 3D'd up with liquid pearls. So it's hard to, I try to take pictures at angles so you could kind of see the 3Dness of it. But it's hard to photograph those raised bits. But anyway, so yeah, I finished that up. Thank you, Terry. You like that one, Jan's the best ever. So I really do like this book. Well, the paper is nice. This one has glitter on it. I've done a few in this book, and I really like it. This is one of the, and it's Googelli is the artist, and I've done a few in this book, and this one I'm still got to finish up this dragon, the smoky bit over there. And then this one's got glitter all over it. And where's my yellow one? I really like the yellow one. This one. So that's with pan pastel in the background there. But anyway, so yeah, I finished up that. So hope everybody had a good weekend. Hi, Laverne. Let's see, who else am I missing? Tori. Anybody coming in? So yeah, so I finished up that and posted it on Instagram. Inky Well, INKIWELL, or you put in Dee Dee Willingham, I come up to either one. So yeah, so I finished that. I left it out so I could remember to show you. And yeah, I got some books, some pens. I'll give it about 5 minutes. And so I started tearing out because I'm gonna collage and paint in. I tore the edges, although I may end up fussy cutting some of these out. But I tore the edges because I want to paint it in. And if you tear your edges when you collage and when you're going to add paint, the torn edges blend better than a cut edge. If it's a cut edge, it's going to really show on your piece. Well, more so than if it's torn. So I tore some out. And then I got these 2 pages out of here. Of course, you lose what's on the back. That one doesn't have anything, but this one I think had something on the back. Yeah, these. But I'm going to forfeit those so that I can have these 2 pieces of paper to collage on. So we're going to collage on this box to make it into a pencil or paintbrush holder. And then I also have these couple of wood panels here. So between all that, it should be a fun collage day. Hi, Shelley. Hi, Mark. Mark, I was trying to catch up on your videos of your scavenger hunt. Yeah, I got to finish watching, I think, your last one, the scavenger hunt book you're making. And don't forget, guys, you have till April 1st to finish your scavenger hunt for Janet's this 2024 scavenger hunt. So yeah, all right, I gotta kind of gotta mess with my camera here a little bit. This is straight and this is not. There we go. Let's see, Jen, Flo, Kat. Who else am I missing? So Debbie. Yeah, so yeah, Hubster and I went to Barnes and Noble and Books A Million. I did post what I bought. I posted it on Instagram. And yeah. Just trying to check and make sure I see a Barbara. Who else is coming in? And yeah. Got my phone. I might have to take a phone call, so we'll see. But we try to keep it flowing here. Okay, well, I guess we could start. And thanks everybody for being here. Good morning, Monday morning lurkers. What are the fantasy prompts? I have not called them out. Have you heard me call them out, Jen? Do you want some? Hi, Pacola. I will call them out. Where'd Pacola go? There we go. There she is. So there's Janet saying hi to her. And my chat moves so fast. Okay, let's see. All right. Do you want to pick a number, Jen, between 12 and 295 for the prompt challenge? I need to check Instagram for anybody that's doing it. Let's see. Just pick a number between 12 and 295, Jen, and we'll go with that. And I have been posting little post-it notes whenever we call one out. So let's see. Today is 3/4. Can you all believe it's March? I just can't even believe it. Can't even believe it. 13. Okay, 13. All right. And there's 2. So do you want 1 or 2 on page 13? 1 or 2? Because there's 2 prompts. So you got to pick one of those. Let's see. Linda Rins. I think I said hi to you. Okay, I'll try to bring them up. My IG does not like to load in this room. I'll try. Let's see. 2. Okay, 2 on page 13. All right, here we go. You ready? Write it down. Write about different kinds of centaur, not just a horse, tiger, deer, etc. So write or draw different kinds of centaur. Oh, thank you, Debbie, for the super chat. Thanks for well, thank you. Thank you so much. I've been sending out bookmarks. Did you get a bookmark the last time, Debbie? Let me write this down, Debbie. Writing things down. Yes, it is. Debbie's always, well, a lot of y'all do. Y'all all support my channel. Debbie Bruce, Debbie, there's a lot of y'all that support the channel. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Debbie. You did get one? Okay, well, you're going to get another one. Okay, so there's the fantasy prompt. It's out of Erica Blumenthal's 500 Fantasy Writing Prompts Workbook for anybody that wants to draw, make a comic, whatever you want to do with it, just for, some inspiration. And if you don't do anything with it now, just write the prompts down keep a list of the prompts so that when you don't know what to do or you can't think of something to do, then you have some ideas. Oh, I know I don't have to send you anything. Hi, Raul. Magical Monday. Let's see. Jackie D. I don't think I know you, Jackie D. Good morning. Welcome. And so, yeah, I guess we can get started. I'm going to, like I said, anytime I say that, Hubster goes, oh my goodness. All right. So before we get started on the collaging, which I have a start here, and we're going to use Kate Curry's Cut and Collage Fairy Ephemera. I do have another one of these books because I've chopped this one to bits. I've used this one quite a bit. So, and I do have some cut out here to use. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to, you know how I do the pumpkins? Every October I collage a pumpkin. Well, we're going to kind of do the same thing with these tumbler boxes that are real sturdy. And so I think they'd make a good paintbrush or pen holders. So that's what we're going to do there. And then I have a couple wood panels. I might do a couple extras. We'll see how it goes. So there's that. All right. So let's just set that aside for a minute. And yeah, if you have any questions, put it in caps. Make sure you have live chat selected at the top of the chat window because it does default to top chat. And you want to have live chat to see all the chat. Hi, Cal. Let's see who else am I missing. Is that Aaliyah? Joyce. And make sure that you're either in 1080p or at least 720. I am streaming on StreamYard at 1080p, so it should be pretty clear. Make sure if it's not, your little wheel at the bottom of the screen, click on that and set it higher. Let's see what else. Anna. Hi, Anna. So I had to look that word up. Oh, okay. I probably look up a word a day. Now, maybe not every day, every other day. I'm always looking up words. I want to know definitions. I want to know pronunciations. I look up words all the time. I mean, you know. All right. So let's start out with, let me get a piece of scratch paper up under here. So let's see. And don't forget to put it in caps if you're talking to me. Hi, Becky Kalura. Happy Monday. How you doing? Hope you're well. So let's see. Kimberly. So how to flow. All right. Well, Janet bought these and she told me about them. And she said to go to Walmart and get them. Well, I didn't go to Walmart. And I don't know if View ended up buying them either, but she was showing them to us on her stream last week. And she got them at Walmart. I just got mine on Amazon. I think it's the same price. And I kept the packaging just long enough to show you. They're the Sharpie Creative Markers. They are here, and they're brush tip, water-based acrylic paint markers. Okay. And I told Janet, now the only problem is they only make it in 12 colors. So they're new, as far as I know. As far as Janet and I know, they're new. They only make them in 12 colors. I should cut this little piece off right here just so I remember what's, what their water base, their blah, blah, blah. Because I won't remember none of this after I throw this packaging away. So I'm going to keep this little thing here. There we go. 12 water-based acrylic markers, and they're brush tip. So I'm going to swatch. I did swatch them already, but I'm going to swatch them for y'all too so that you can see them. Look, it has a brush tip right over here. So this is the box they come in. All right. So I did already swatch them in my other journal, but I'm going to swatch them again. Let's see. Because, we're all a bunch of enablers around here. This one's on Janet. Just saying. This one's on Janet, who, by the way, streams at 1 Eastern. I have to make a quick. I have to go out in between my stream and Janet's, which that's an hour and a half window. So I'll be back before Janet streams, hopefully. Dee, did you saw my short? No, I probably didn't. I always forget to. I don't watch shorts, not because I mean not there's anything wrong with them. I make a short every now and then, but it doesn't pop. Shorts don't pop up in my if I follow you. They don't pop up as a um, reminder. I don't know. Is that true for everybody? I never get a notification for shorts. I don't know. I don't know why, if I'm supposed to, but I don't get notification for shorts. So, hi Ruth. How you doing? How you and the kids and P Money? How's everybody doing? Y'all staying warm? Is it starting to be spring yet? Has spring sprung in Canada, in your area? Yeah, there's no notification. Yeah, so sometimes like when I'm in my feed, there's a little row of shorts up there, but I don't know who they are until I click on them. So it has to be really something interesting to catch my eye. So yeah. Let's see. Shelly. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll swatch these real quick. And I do have a little bit of Happy Mail, a couple things, and some other. I'm going to talk a little bit about some other new things on clearance at Hobby Lobby. And the guy did say, I said, there's one guy that we always say hi to each other. I said, hey, how you doing today? He goes, good. How you doing? What you looking for? I said, I'm just looking for red tags. He goes, well, there's going to be a lot more of them soon. He didn't say, and I didn't ask which departments. I gotta make it a treasure hunt. Let me be surprised. But he did say there's going to be a lot more red tags. So you got a foot of snow over the weekend. Oh, their first snow day. I was going to say that's their first snow, Ruth. Hi, Rebecca. All right, let me get a sip of my water. I might have to go get me a Fig Newton or something, depending on how my voice holds out. And of course, everything went a little dark because of the black and white here. That's what happens. Let's see. Let's brighten it up just a tad. There we go. All right. So let me go ahead and swatch these for y'all real quick. And turn them around, kind of do them in order. There's a black, a white, and a gray. So here's a black. And their paint markers, I kind of feel like a Posca, except these are all brush tips. I know Posca has some brush tip ones too. I think I have one or two, but that's kind of what they feel like. But it's acrylic paint, water based. There is an oil based Sharpie too now. Okay, I don't know if it's a brush tip. And I got the hiccups from the lemon water. But these are Sharpie, and it says on there creative marker. And they are at Walmart and on Amazon. I got mine on Amazon. And hi again, Anna. I said hi to you. I was talking to you about your shorts. So, yeah. Okay, so there's black, and you won't, of course, see the white on here. But let's see if I have a piece of black paper under here. Let me get a little piece of. Let's test this on. And of course, black cardstock is different. Different black cardstocks react differently to different white paints. They absorb things different. So I don't know. I haven't tested it on this black card. So this is a Hobby Lobby black cardstock. There we go. Pretty good. So, there. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Camera's not going to like that. All right, and then gray. I'll zoom in when we work on something. Well, depending on how big it is. All right, here's gray. I think y'all can see this okay, right? Can y'all see okay? Let's see. Who else am I missing? Is that Terry? Brush tip Sharpie. Yes. And there's only 12 colors. I told Jana, I said they need to make us like 50 colors, right? Here's a blue. And here's a purple. And teal. And a light teal. I'll hold it up to him just a second. Green, kind of a minty green. There's not a real green. Um, the gray looks a shadow under the black. Yeah, the gray. I really like the gray. I like the way it looks. There's orange. And I don't know how long they're going to last. You know how much paint is in there. I don't know how much Janet's used hers yet. She just got hers last week too. And pink. And the only one missing here is white because, it's not going to show up. So here's the colors. Here's the colors. And again, I hope they make more. I hope they make more colors because they really are very opaque and very smooth. So there's I should keep this. Sharpie. They're called Creative Marker. Creative Marker brush tip water-based. We all want to know all this stuff. So I'll keep this under my thing here where I keep scrap paper. Okay, so now I don't need to keep this. All right. Let's see. Yeah, they're $19.95 for 12 of them. And I found that was true on at Walmart. So we had to go get some bird seeds. So I did see them at my Walmart, but I'd already bought them at Amazon the week before. So, all right. So there's that. So there's the Sharpie markers. And then I got these. Before I show you the Hobby Lobby stuff, I'm going to show you some. I had to go to Office Depot. And oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. I'm going to have to go on Amazon. I have to go on Amazon and look for these. I needed them, so I didn't wait and research it and everything. We were at Walmart and Office Depot's right next to it. And I needed white envelopes. And my Walmart has white envelopes, but they don't have 6x9. I like to have the 6x9 to mail you guys Happy Mail in because it holds a little bit larger things in it. So, so thank you, the supporters of the channel. You just helped me buy $25 worth of 6x9 envelopes, 100 envelopes, $25. Maybe it was 26 for these envelopes at Office Depot. They didn't have, they might have just been out of them at my Walmart. Walmart did not have any 6x9 white envelopes. So I went to got them at Office Depot, $25. Yeah, before I run out, I'm going to look on Amazon. So, but it's 100 count, and this is the kind of envelopes I like to. I mean, I use smaller ones too. If it's a little something, little pack of stickers or something, I send you. But these, I like these because they're just a good size. I just like them. So, yeah, I got those. And while I was there, I saw these Crayola Super Tip Pastel 20. And now, I love me some super tips, and I've got the 100 pack, I've got a 50 pack, and I use them a lot for a lot of projects that I don't do necessarily on screen. Here's just some basic colors that I was using on a project. I just rubber band them up. I love me some super tips. And some of these colors, I don't know if they're the exact colors in some of my other sets, but anyway, they were clearanced out for $5 and a couple of cents, $5 and change. So I got me one and I got Janet one. So here's mine. I've already swatched mine. This one's going to Janet because we both love our super tips. And they are good also for doing some kind of like faux brush marker. I'll swatch them for y'all here in a minute. So yeah, I got me and Janet each one for $5. And so, yes, these were at Office Depot. Keep an eye out on them, like maybe at Walmart or wherever, Target, I don't know, wherever they sell Crayola stuff, But they were pastel. Yeah, I did not adult. And well, the only reason that they got open, Janet, is because I bought you the set so I could show what they look like. All right, let me see. Let's get another piece of paper out under here. And so I'll do a little swatch of these. And I don't know, I'll do every color, but I've already swatched them in a book. But anyway, so they're pastels, and you can do, if you hold them, it does take a little bit of practice, but you can get thin and thick. You can get thin and thick marks here. And I'm not being real careful to get it thin and thick at the right places. But yeah, let me do another color here. Let's do maybe a minty. So yeah. And let's just do some colors here. I have one of my long hairs there on my table. In no particular order, but they are pastel, so they are light. Some of them are real light. They'd probably be good for highlighters too, but I haven't tested the highlighting quality of them to see if they bleed through. I have not tested that, but with these. So I'm just going to quickly put down the colors here. The very Easter egg colors. Your typical, I should say, your typical Easter egg colors. Okay, there we go. And I'll just keep them bundled up and keep them over here with my other super tips. But I'll keep them as a set like that. Rubber bands are my friend. So there's all the, I should say brush super tip. They're not brush. There's, I was doing brush lettering. They're super tips. But you can do brush lettering with them. Okay. So there's the colors. Very pastel, very Easter colors. Hi, Icy. Who else I might be missing? Said hi to Shelly. Oh, Kathleen. I don't deliberately miss you. Just saying. My chat does move fast, and when I'm looking away, and especially if I'm painting or something I have to concentrate on, I look back, the whole chat's different. So y'all disappear real quick. So just FYI. Okay, so let me show you my Happy Mail, and then I will show you what I got at Hobby Lobby, which is not much. Okay, so I got a little, this is from Arlene, and Arlene, just so sweet. Arlene, look, this is from Arlene. Stamps. Arlene, that was so sweet of you. Just a little thing of stamps. So thank you, Arlene. And then Riri sent me this Nat Geo from 2019 on Leonardo da Vinci. So Leonardo, Mona Lisa's my muse, and Leonardo, there's tons of stuff about him in here. So I will probably end up cutting this up, but look at some of this other stuff in here. Fish stuff. I love this stuff for tearing up collage. So yeah, so she sent me this Nat Geo with Leonardo, a Renaissance man for the 21st century. So thank you, Riri, for that. What else do I have here? Okay, now at Hobby Lobby, like I said, I went back there. I don't know what day it was, Wednesday, Thursday last week, just to see if they'd marked anything new down, because, I showed some stuff last week, and they did have a couple things. They did have a couple new things, but like I said, if y'all weren't here a second ago or a minute ago when I said hi to one of the employees that I always talk to, and he said, "What are you looking for today?" I said, "Anything with red stickers." He goes, "Well, there's going to be a lot more of them soon. So, check again this week," and I will too. Check again, and this week, maybe next week. And every Hobby Lobby is different. Every Hobby Lobby, they most of the time they mark kind of the same things down at every store, but not at the same time, not at the same quantity. It probably depends on how much they have. Like that week that they had the Happy Planner stuff, and I got some stickers, and I didn't buy any of the Happy Planner books because I didn't need any of those. But they had a bunch of Happy Planner stuff because 2024 is way into now that people aren't going to be buying, you know, planners as much as the beginning of the year or the mid-year. July, they usually come out with new planners in July. Let's see, Military Dream. Who else am I missing? There's Arlene. Arlene, thank you for the stamps. Thank you so much. That was so thoughtful of you. I do appreciate it. So I only bought a couple things. I bought, they had a lot of the little sequence packs. The little sequence packs of all different things, like they had mermaid ones. So I bought the little mermaid ones. I think they were 74 cents or something. And I sent those to Zandra, so I can't show them to you. But a lot of the little packs of sequins, and they're over there, like in maybe one aisle over, in between maybe the jewelry and the teacher stuff. They're over there. They're not over in the scrapbook crafting Tim Holt section, and it's not over in the art section. So make sure you go up and down those aisles in between, because there's a lot of cool stuff that's, stencils and, things that are made for teachers that are in, hi, Hedgie, that are in there. Okay. And so I got these for a Barbie project. They're bells. They're like craft bells, but they have the little thing on. I think I can make banners and different things for Barbie, and they're normally $3.79 for 94 cents. And these are over there somewhere in between the jewelry and the teacher section, right in there. And they still have a lot of jewelry stuff marked down, which I didn't even go down those rows because I don't need anything in the jewelry aisle. The only time I really need anything for jewelry is if I have a beading project, or if I need some brooches for my prayer pouches. So I'm not a jewelry person as far as buying and making jewelry stuff much. I do have a lot of beads, but, and then I buy the little brooches and stuff that I can attach to like the prayer pouches. But anyway, so I got these for 94 cents. So yeah, but be looking for those orange tags. Yeah, Z is our mermaid. Y'all keep Z in her. She had to take her dog to the emergency vet, and so I'm not sure. I think she's supposed to hear something on Tuesday. I saw that I forgot when I saw over the weekend. So yeah, make sure you give Z a hug, or we'll see what happens with her little pet. Let's see, what else do we have here? I'm trying to keep chat going. Shelly said I'll be going back to Hobby Lobby this week. I'm still okay, Angie. Okay. Miriam. Okay, so the last thing that I got at Hobby Lobby were these woodless color pencils. Now, Shelly, was it? No, it was Lisa Welch. Lisa Welch sent us, and I gave them away. So, but Lisa Welch sent a pack of, I don't know if they were Masters Touch brand, but they were like 12 in a pack, and I gave those away 2 weeks ago. But and the reason I bought these was because they're normally $24.99, marked down to $5.49. Now, Masters Touch is the Hobby Lobby brand. And anytime you see anything with Masters Touch, or I forget what the other one, there's 2 brands, paper or something. Anyway, that's Hobby Lobby brands, and they always go on sale 40% off like every 3rd week. So like these would have gone on sale, every 3rd week. Same thing for the sketchbooks that are Masters Touch or any Hobby Lobby brands. They rotate them out, and everything goes on sale 40% under that brand for that week, but not that cheap. So even at 40% off, that would be $12 or $14, $15 for these normally. and they were marked down to $5.49. So if you like woodless pencils, Paper Studio, thank you, Janet. Paper Studio and Master's Touch are Hobby Lobby brands, and they rotate out their 40% out. Instead of doing coupons, they do a 40% off, you know, rotate it around. So I got these, and I haven't opened them yet, Janet. I was adulting. I've not opened these. So I probably won't open them right now unless y'all want me to. They're woodless pencil, color pencils. Let me get a sip of my water. I mean, I will open them if you want me to, but adulting annoys you. And I think that's all. That's all I got at Hobby Lobby. Was the little pack of mermaid spaghetti. Confetti, and the sparkly confetti came out spaghetti. That could be good. Sparkly confetti is spaghetti. But anyway, those, the bells, and this was all that was clearanced out, new. You know, they still had a couple of, well, they had some jewelry and some other things too. And if you go, I mean, if you go on YouTube and just put in Hobby Lobby haul clearance, put in clearance haul. Otherwise, you're going to get all the hauls. If you just want the red tag clearance haul, then put in clearance haul, and then go into the to the little selector and pick most recent, and you'll get all the most recent uh, clearance haul. So there's that. Let's see what else. Got some in my eye here. Bed of Dust is here. Bed of Dust. Hi, Bed of Dust. Let's see who else. Okay. I think I've said hi to everybody so far. If I miss you, I do scrub back through my chat later. So, hi, Brooke with an E. I do scrub through my chat later. So if I miss you or anything, I will see that you are here. And if you're new, I do try to go check out your channel. And as long as you have content, creative content, then I'll probably follow you. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to cut and collage, and we're going to cover, just kind of like I do my pumpkins in October. I'm going to cover these and make them into fairy ephemera, pencil, marker, paintbrush. This tall one would be a good for paintbrushes. And then I have a couple little panels here. Maybe do all of them at once. We'll see. I got out my golden. This is, and I bought my, I hadn't used my, I usually pour my matte medium into the dish soap flip bottles, like Dawn dish soap and that kind of thing. And I was down to hardly nothing in that one. I shouldn't have let it get that low and that dry because I could not open it anymore. So I'm going to have to go get me another, hurry up and use some dish soap so I can get me another jar to pour it in, because if you pour this into those and then you have the little flip lid, it's so much easier than trying to pour out of this. Keep your jar clean, and I keep a baggie over it so I don't glue the lid shut. But yeah, this is my birthday present from Janet. So yeah, we'll just pet it. I love me some golden matte medium. I'm telling you, it's one of my go-to supplies. I have to have my golden matte medium. So anyway, that's what we'll be using to collage with today. And then I do want to varnish them when they're done. And this is the varnish I use. And it's the same varnish I use on the pumpkins, in my art journal. As long as you let it dry in your art journal, it will not stick your pages together. Water-based, indoor, outdoor, high gloss. This one's got a sticker over it. I don't know why they had a sticker over it. It runs $7.99, but unless you're doing a whole lot of varnishing, this lasts a long, good bit. You only need about the size of a $50 on a page to cover a page in your journal. So it does last a good while, but it's high gloss, indoor, outdoor, water-based. Make sure you don't get oil-based, or you're going to be cleaning out. You'll never get it out of your brushes. where if you get the water based, they'll just rinses right out. So Deco Art Americana, that's my favorite, but you can get whatever brand is around. Let's see. My buddy dishes by hand, so you can get a new container. I don't wash. I rinse my dishes off, but I do sometimes. Like this weekend, I made spinach in my wok, my huge big wok on the stove, and that does not fit my dishwasher, not well anyway. So hand wash that, that kind of thing. And you always have something to wash, big pots and pans or something. But yeah, Janet, I don't know if that's what you were referring to. Let's see, Jacqueline. Hi, Julie Topaz. How you doing? Hope you've been well and having a good weekend. My biker vet girl in the Barbie world. In the Barbie world. And I do have plans to do Tina as the astronaut soon. Okay, so this is then what I got at the bookstores. Hubster and I did have Books a Million and Barnes and Noble gift cards left that I had not spent everything on. So I have since now spent all my gift cards from my birthday. Okay, so first let's see let's do Barnes and Noble. No, let's do Books a Million first because I know what we hear. This one. I got. Let's see. I got 4 books I think from there. Yeah. I think this is correct. I might have got that one at Barnes and Noble. Let me look at my pictures here because I did separate them out on which ones I got at which store. So let's see here. Yeah, okay, I got these. Okay, I got it now. Let's separate these out. Okay, so I got 3 at Barnes and Noble. I mean, Books a Million, and the rest at Barnes and Noble. So let's see. All right, so I think these are Books a Million exclusive editions. And so I got these 2 there. And The Stand was my very favorite Stephen King book, which I read in the 70s, and I've not read it since. I loved it when I read it, and I've not read it since. So let me see, what year did The Stand come out? It's probably in the back nowadays. Oh, here it is. When did The Stand first come out? I don't know. It says 1990. That's not right. The Stand came out before 1990. I know it did. 1978. There it is. First printed in 1978. And then different copies of it came out in 1990. And then this one, of course, just came out. And it's one of Books a Million's exclusive editions. And so 1978 would have probably been the year I read it. 78, 79. And I loved it. It was my favorite Stephen King book. I quit reading, and I know it's kind of like, well, you shouldn't have just stopped reading because of one book, but it just I read so much that if something turns me off on an author, then I just move on. I have so many books that I want to read but when Cujo came out, I gotta say, I quit reading Stephen King. That being said, I got this one again to reread, and I got one other one, and I'll show you that I got at Barnes and Noble. I'll show that in a minute. But when Cujo came out, that just did it for me. And I know that's years ago too. That was what Cujo came out like the 80s or something. I don't remember, but I liked his early stuff. And The Stand was one of my favorite. Well, it was my favorite Stephen King book. It's one of my favorite books back, from the day. And I've always remembered it being one of my favorite books. That being said, I've not read it since then. So maybe I won't like it again. I don't know. But I bought another copy of it. And then I also bought their edition of Dune. Now I'll say this about Dune. Dune was one of my least favorite books that I read in the 70s. I did not like Dune in the 70s, but then maybe I just wasn't, it wasn't my time to read it and like it. But because of the movie and everything, Annie and Logan just went and saw it this weekend. And Annie said, I wish I would have had a different ending, but I think that's Dune 2, I think the new one. And I've not seen the movies either. I've not seen the movies. I've seen clips and stuff like that. But hi, Fernando. Who else am I missing? So Dune first came out in, let's see when Dune came out. Dune first came out in 1965. So Dune's been around, and I didn't read it in the 60s. I think I read it in the early to mid 70s, and maybe I was just too young. I don't know. But anyway, so I got these two because they're special edition. I just like the way they look, and I do want to reread The Stand. I don't know when I'll get to Dune. Just being honest. I don't know. The kids will probably take it from me before I get to it. All right. So then the other book that I got at um, Books a Million was The Bone Season. And Samantha Shannon, I've shown Cameron took one of mine. I bought him one and he took my other copy of Samantha Shannon's books. He gave y'all a little review of how his thoughts. Oh my gosh, come on. His thoughts on it when he was here last week on this one, A Day of Fallen Night. He talked about this. Oh, I got to turn off my overhead light. He gave a little review of that one, and then I gave him the other, the prequel or the sequel to that one, and so he has both of those. So if I want to read them, I'll get them back from him. Or anyway, but this is this was her oldest one, I think. He'll probably end up wanting this one back or wanting this one too. But yeah, the priority of the Priory of the Orange Tree, and then that one I just showed you. Those are the two that Cameron took. Hi, Marguerite. Let's see who else. Thank you, Flo. So this one, I'll read a little. I'll read y'all the excerpts of it. This one came out this is a 2023 edition, but I think it's older. 2013. Okay, this first came out in 2013. Then I think republished it in 2023 to make the covers like match the new ones. So, well, I'm not going to read this one because I got too much other stuff to read. But it's in that series, and this was the first one in the series, I think. Let me see. I saw it here. It's the first one in her series. Here we go. There you go. I'll let y'all take a screenshot of it right there. Okay. If y'all want to take a screenie of it, if you want to look that up. All right. So I got that one. And then at Barnes & Noble, I got a few things, including some new little mini books. Y'all know I love these little mini books for just little collages. Let me grab a couple of my little minis up here. I'll just grab one here. Oh, maybe two. And that's not what I wanted to grab. This is what I wanted to grab. So, oh no, that's not it either. Where is it? Ah, here we go. These. So, any kind of little books like this. Now, these are even smaller. The reason I pulled these is because there's a lot done in them. But it can be, this size, these little mini comp books. And these mini comp books started out, about the same thickness as this. But if you want just a little mini desk journal, hi, Sue. A little journal to scrape off your extra paint or little pieces of collage or anything like that. Just get you a little book like this. I mean, I used to use the leather journals from Barnes & Noble that I'd get one a year. And I just don't do a lot of paint scraping. So something smaller to do this kind of thing in is better now for me than those bigger books. But you can scrape your paint off in them. and add little bits of collage. Then you can either go back or just leave it. Just, just so you don't feel like you're wasting your paint. You can go in and just add little things. If they don't last, I just tape it back together. And then you can also, this one doesn't have the book binding tape on it, but you can, this isn't supposed, this is just to capture some little bits of stuff, right? Paint, collage bits, um, stamped on them. So you can use these little journals for stuff like this, and you don't feel like you're either wasting your paint. And hi Tina, how's it going? Thanks for saying good morning to everybody. Hope you're doing well. I haven't heard any updates from you, girl. Like to know, hope you're doing okay. Um, thanks for coming in and saying good morning. Hi, Judy O. Scroll. I said hi to Sue and Fernando. And so these little composition books, the only time I ever see them at Walmart is at school supply time. I never see, I mean, I know you can get them on Amazon and stuff, but sometimes I just like to look for stuff and find it in the wild, So there's just some of the ones that I've worked on or put things in, just little bits of collage and paint and little scenes and little stories. But it's like extra scraped paint or little collage bits. And then you can go back in and add some more to it or add some more paint to them. But I just like little books like this. Here's one that I just added. This was some collage bit right there, and then paint and little piece of collage there. And so, yeah. It's just fun. See, just put a little whatever in there, and then you can go back and add stuff to it. Turn it into little worlds. So anyway, and this also is good for just writing, journaling, keeping in your handbag. Now they come in a 3-pack at Barnes and Noble, and I've showed you the space ones before. I have a space set. I have another kind of insect one. I have a couple different sets, and put that back up there. And they come in a 3-pack, and what's nice about them, and get the other butterfly one. Where's the other butterfly? There's 3 butterflies. Something's missing here. I don't know where I put it. Well, there's the book ones, the insect ones. Oh, here it is, right here. So what's nice about them is one is blank, one is lined, and one is a grid. Okay. So like this one is lined. This one is a grid, and this one's the blank. So you get one of each when you buy a set of 3. And they come wrapped up. So you really only get to see the back and the front. You don't see the middle one, whatever it might be. I don't think it's on the little wrapper. There's a little wrapper. I don't think there's a picture of it on there. But anyway, and they come in sets of 3 like that. The insect one, again, lined, grid, and blank. So there's the insect set, and I'm sure you can get these on Amazon too. They are Papillon, Cavallini Paper and Co. So yeah. Well, that's the butterfly one. Papillon butterfly. It's butterfly. And then this one just says entomology, the study of bugs. And then this one's the book one. And again, this has got lined front and back there. I should have showed you front and back. Are they all the same? These are the same. This one's a little different front and back. I mean, it's not. And then here's that's the same, different. That's grid. And then this one is like a library card, and that's the blank. And it's the same on both sides. So, but those are little sets. I think they run about $12 for 3. So They're like $4 a book, maybe it comes out to. I have the space ones too. I love the space ones. And they usually have different little, like right now they have at Barnes and Noble, they have a standout of bugs and butterflies. So these were on that, and they have notepads and you know, different things. I just like these little notebooks. So look at them. Just look how they just, you know, it's just like a little bookshelf. So I do like my space ones too. Let's see. Abigail. Hi, Abigail. Kathy C. Uh, okay. And then the other things that I got at books, Barnes and Noble. Sorry, because I went to both, so they're both in my head. I got, and I think I have this in hardback. If I do, I'll give this to Cameron. I think I have this, but it was on clearance or on sale. Um, about Edgar Allan Poe, and I think I have the hardback of this. I've not read it, but I think I have it, um, or I've just read parts of it. And but I think I have it in hardback. If I do, I'll give him this paperback, which was first published in, well, the this edition is 2024, but it came out. It came out last year, 2023. I think it came out last year. So it's the mysterious mystery, the death and life of Edgar Allan Poe. That's kind of self-explanatory. I have not looked at it or read anything else about it. I just picked it up at the counter because it was on sale. Now, here's my 3 other books. Let me start with the Stephen King one because, like I said, I haven't read Stephen King for a long time. And this one, I love time travel books. And that's what this one. And Stephen King gave shout outs to one of my favorite science fiction writer um, uh, books. And so I wanted to hang on. I'm going to try to find pictures here of the other ones. Let's see. Maybe I don't have one handy. Let me go back over to here. Looking. Got so many pictures to roll through. Maybe I didn't take pictures of it. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. I thought I posted it on my community tab. By the way, I did post the 2 Stephen King books on my community tab for the week, books of the week, you know. Well, I'm not finding them. I don't think I deleted them. That's odd. I should have them, but I'm not seeing them. Oh, well, we'll move on. And so anyway, time travel, trying to go back and prevent the JFK assassination. And it's called 10/22/63. That's the title of the book. And it came out a while back, 10 years ago or something. It came out 10 years ago. Let's see. Yeah, 2012. Came out in 2012. So I'm going to give Stephen King a chance again with rereading of The Stand and 11/22/63. So they're not going to, they're going to take me a minute. I still got to read my Harry Potters before Janet takes back her book selection, her book box. Okay, I got two more, and then we'll be ready to do some collaging. You want to read the? You want to read The Stand too, Fernando? Yeah. All right, this is the one that I was most excited. It was most expensive, but it's most. Janet's probably going to want to buy this for herself. Just saying. But it's the Manuscripts Club. Now, this book was $50, and it's beautiful. The people behind 1,000 years of medieval manuscripts. Now, Jan and I both collect a lot of books on medieval manuscripts and calligraphy because we both love it. And I used to be, I say I used to be a calligrapher. Back in the 80s, 90s, I did a lot of calligraphy. I still do some here and there, but not like I did back in the 80s and the 90s. And I was in the guilds and all that stuff. But I love the history of it. And if you've ever seen, And I think I saw somebody else here say the same thing. If you ever see an original manuscript in person that has gold on it, they literally look like they're glowing. I mean, it looks like there's a light behind them and they're glowing. And it's no, I'm not exaggerating. They literally look like they're glowing. And I think one of the comments here say the same thing, that looks like it glow. They look like they glow. We saw the Morgan library collection came through at our high museum here probably 20 something years ago. And it is just a stunning. It was stunning. But anyway, I love calligraphy and I love old manuscripts. But this is about the people behind and I've already started some of the stuff here, but let me go ahead and go over here to the contents. So it covers all different people that are involved with manuscripts. So they have the monk, the prince, the bookseller, the illuminator, the antiquary, the rabbi, the savant, the librarian, the forger, the editor, the collector, and the curator. So, and it's different. You have, if you want to, take a screening of their names right there, so you can see which ones they're talking about. And so there's a chapter on each one. I'm so excited about this. And I read the intros, the acknowledgments. I read everything about the book. So anyway, I think this came out last year or the year before, 2022. This is 2022, and so it's just a beautiful book. And so yeah, I love, and I think I have this actual manuscript reproduction in one of my other books. I haven't pulled out the calligraphy books for a while. If y'all want me to soon, or just let me know in the comments or something, I'll pull out a bunch of calligraphy books again. I have shown them before, not all of them, but I have a couple shelves that I show when I pull the calligraphy books out. Let's see, who else am I missing? But I'm excited about this. So that's what it is. It's all about those different people, a chapter on each. And then, of course, there's tons of, so here's the monk, the chapter on the monk. But look at all the pictures in there. You can see, look, there's tons of examples, illustrations, pictures, and a little history of each of those professions, if you will. So yeah, there's the Manuscript Club. Is a coffee table book habit? Yeah, this was just in their kind of in their newer release section. It was, so I don't know what it's typically filed under, but because it was in their nonfiction section, like kind of in this newer section within I guess the last couple of years. But anyway, look how pretty that's going to look on the shelf. That's not why I buy books, but yeah, it will look nice. Okay, then the last one, y'all know I love a little of everything. And so y'all can laugh if you want, but I wrote about the secret history of Bigfoot. It's like the history of Bigfoot, like how it got started, just different selections. There's no pictures. There's no pictures in this one, people. But anyway, all right, I'll read this one to you. Bigfoot is an instantly recognizable figure. Through the decades, this elusive primate has been featured in movies and books and on coffee mugs, beer koozies, car polish, and CBD oil, which begs the question, what is it about Bigfoot that's caught hold of our imaginations? Journalist and self-diagnosed skeptic John O'Connor is fascinated by Sasquatch. Curious to learn more, he embarks on a quest through the North American wilds in search of Bigfoot, in myth and meaning. Alongside an eccentric cast of characters, he explores the zany and secretive world of cryptozoology, tracking Bigfoot through ancient folklore to Harry and the Hendersons, while examining the forces behind our ever widening belief in the supernatural. As O'Connor treks through the shrouded forest of the Pacific Northwest, listens to firsthand accounts, and attends Bigfoot conventions, he's left wondering what happens when the lines between myth and reality blur. With sharp wit and adventurous spirit, his heartfelt exploration of a cornerstone of American folklore unpacks why we believe in the things that we do, what it says about us, and how it shapes our world. So, you know, wait a minute. We have our conspiracy chicken. I love my conspiracy chicken. So, anyway, the book on Bigfoot. Yeah. So, those are the books that I got at Books a Million and Barnes and Noble over the weekend. Petta does this laughing. All right. So, what I want to do now, we're going to do some collaging for a couple hours. Thanks, lurkers, for being here, or balcony watchers, backyard viewers, whatever you want. So Denise got me, I think she got me 9 of these, gave me 9 of these, and they were the boxes that some tumblers came in, water jug tumbler things came in, and for work, and they didn't want the boxes. So she saved me 9 of these boxes. And they're very sturdy and hard. I think they just would make awesome paintbrush holders and pen holders. Right. So we're going to collage these. Plus, I have a couple boards here. We can do more. We could even collage a little on that. Although I do need to get some wax paper or a big sheet of paper, something down here. Hang on. Let's see. All right. Because I don't want to make too big a mess. So I did cut out a few things out of the what you call it? I can't think of her name now. Kay Curry, out of one of her cut and collage fairy ephemera. And here comes the cat. You're gonna have to get down, baby, because we're going to glue. So I should make her. Let me make her a little bed over here. Hang on. As long as she has a little place next to me where she thinks I'm talking to her. There you go. Now you can lay right there while Mama talks to you. So I'm going to use this. And I just took out some things and I tore them out because I'm going to paint them in. And when you paint them in, it's better to have torn edges rather than cut edges, although I might end up fussy cutting some of these. I also took out of this book these 2 sheets here. This is the back. Oh, baby, gotta get down. This one didn't have anything on the back. That was the front cover page. And then this one did have something on the back, but I wanted these pages because they're going to be like backgrounds for this. All right, so let's see here. Looking into Kristen. Who else am I missing? Crypto is one of your favorite topics? Oh, good. I love me a good crypto story, cryptozoology story. Let's see. All right. So again, put it in caps if you're talking to me, so I don't miss what you're saying, which I still might. Hi, Miriam. Yeah, she is spoiled, but she usually can come up here unless I'm doing something like pan pastels, glue, or wet paint, which is probably a lot of stuff. But she's all right. Trust me. These cats are spoiled rotten. They get plenty of attention. All right. So what I want to do, I'm going to move the book over here to the side. Let me turn this over so it doesn't roll. And I want to first start by covering these. Let's turn the light down just a little. I want to start by covering these with parts of these papers. And I'm going to probably put half on one side, half. I'm going to mix it up. But yeah, we're going to do that first. So I'm going to get out a little tray here. This is just coffee lids that I use for palettes. And I'm going to pour out some golden matte medium, which I usually keep in a like a Dawn dish soap bottle with the flip top. But I hadn't used that in a while, so it dried up and there wasn't hardly anything in it. So I need to get another one of those. But if you don't use that, and you just use a jar like this, you need to put a baggie or a wax paper or something over the top before you screw the lid back on, because you will glue the lid shut. You'll glue the lid to this. You'll never get it open again. Just saying. So we'll start with that. And let me see. Let me get a old glue brush here, something to. How big of a one do I need here? Let me get an old one here. This one's good. All right. So let's see how I want to start with tearing some. I don't want this white edge here, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that off, and then we're going to tear. And then we're going to glue some of these images on that I've torn out rather than cut out. Well, that one's a little more cut, but if you tear them, you can blend them in with paint easier than you can with a cut edge. So I'm just going to cut, but I want to cut this white edge off here. Although I'm going to paint, so it probably doesn't really matter. Same for this one here. Let's just cut this bottom piece off here. I don't really want to lose some of this, so I'll leave that because I can paint it in. We do mixed media collage. All right, so let's see here. Got my wax paper here. I'm going to work on the top and the bottom at the same time. All right, let's see if I can get the light to come in because it's black and white. It's going to want to fight me here. All right, let's move this over here to the side, not too close to the edge where the cat jumps up. And I do want to varnish it too. So let's see. Maybe I'll move these out of the way for now. All right, let's just work on these. Okay. So I'm going to start with this. I might have to pull some more papers. I've just got these to start with. All right, so that's even too big. We're going to cut that down. All right, so we're going to start. We're just going to start by putting worlds on the back. And again, we're going to paint. We're going to paint. So let's just go ahead and I don't think I want it. Maybe I do want it folded over. I don't know. I'll probably end up painting in I don't know what I'll do on the inside edge, but maybe. Do you want to go around the bottom too? Maybe. Okay, let's just start. Again, this is just golden matte medium. You put it regardless if you're using it in a project like this, a box, or even my pumpkins, or in your art journal, or on a piece of paper. You want to base it down on here, and then turn this over and put it on the paper itself, and then also over the top. And you want to scrape it down. You're going to want to scrape it down with a card. So I'm going to try to get everywhere here. A little up under there. Okay, don't be afraid to use too much. I'm just get a gift card here, and I'm going to scrape. You've got this part's important. If you don't want wrinkles, you want to scrape it down everywhere. Okay, there's the first bit. And I can stop and dry if I need to. Let me get out a couple baby wipes. Try to keep my hands sort of clean. It is hard to get this stuff off your hands. So if you can keep your hands a little clean as you go, it's probably better. All right, so let's go ahead. Now I'm going to do a different paper. I don't want to lose that little bit of that castle there. I might just go right up to the edge there. maybe just a tiny bit of fold over. Okay. So we'll see how this turns out, because again, I'm going to paint. Okay. Come over here, put some on the back. Put it on here. If you have any questions, put it in caps. Put it over the top. And then mash it down. And if you get excess, just wipe it off. And I'm going to varnish it. So, all right, let's keep rolling. Next, I'm going to try to do every other one. You know, every other one will be. Now, this has got a little divot in it, so I don't know if I want this right there because that's going to cut that out. Let's go with a different piece. This one's going to be painted over. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and tear that. Has a little cutout there. Let me see. Don't need too much there. Let's just, I've bent a little notch in there, so now I can kind of see where it's going to go. Okay. It's going to be too much. Hang on. Let's get it. I want to cut it a better. All right. I think this is the only, so two, yeah, there's two of them that have notches in them. So I'm going to cut those little notches out. Okay. I want enough to be able to fold over. Still not enough. Okay, a little bit more. A little bit more. Because I want enough to fold over without just a little tiny little lip. There we go. That's better. All right. This is just all the base stuff. Oh, let's put some on the inside. Now, see, maybe I should zoom in one. Let's see. Let's zoom in one. There we go. Let's see. Melinda. Did I say hi to you, Ann? Devin. Hi, Devin. Anybody else popping in? Where we already did the book haul and the art supply haul. Now we're making something. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to have to get some more papers out of that book for the littler one. All right. Let's see. And we're going to go into this one. Okay. I'll have to get some more wax paper out too. All right. Inside here. And then we're going to put all the little images and we're going to paint it in. That's the plan anyway. I don't see anything in caps, so I'm going to keep rolling. All right, I think I got two more. Yeah, two more. Need a pink one over here and then a blue one. Okay, so I think I got. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some more papers out of the book for the little one. All right, so let's see. All right, here again. I think I'm just going to go right to there and I'm going to paint that in. So trying to cut it out. All right, there we go. I think I want the blue, the stars right there. All right. Are y'all entertained? All right, let's see. Maybe one of these. This will be a good one. Okay. All right. I know it doesn't look like much yet, but wait for it. Wait for it. All right. Now, I'm going to have to probably tear out at least, let me put something down over here that doesn't stick to that. Get another piece of paper out. I still have 2 here. Let's see what else I can find in the book. I'm going to flip this over. There we go. So I can look through the book. Find something on the backs. Oh, I do like that. I think that might work because this one's shorter. So I can get some shorter pieces out of there. That one, maybe one more. Oh, here's another little. No, I don't want to lose the unicorn. Yeah, that's okay. I think I have enough other papers now to cover the small one. And I don't know. I might. We'll see. Let's do these first. All right. No questions, no comments. Everybody entertaining themselves. Janet, did you answer or did you say what you're going to be doing today? Let's see. Let's get a couple of this one. Got 2 of these. I think I'll go with 2 of these. And then let's tear this one down now. Go with that. Flip that over. All right, let's go with that one first. Hi, Bobini. Melinda. I know, too. Trying to decide if watercolor or some water-soluble pencils. Okay. I love it when Janet does either one. All right. Hopefully we're going to make this magical. All right. All right, next one. Let's keep turning. A light color one now. Let's see here. A little bit thinner. This is just to give us something on the background. I'll stop and read chat here in a second. I don't see anything in caps though, so you're obviously entertaining yourselves. All right. All right, I'm gonna need to put the dark one here and still put 2 light ones. Okay. Oh, I'm going to get back in frame here. I was trying to avoid getting stuck in the wax paper there. All right, it's getting a little gooey, so let's go ahead and turn it. Yeah, it's hard to be at every live, right, Janet? And so you can see this gets real crusty real fast. Usually what I do is I take fingernail polish remover to get it off. I have the craft scrubby that gets off some, but mostly I use fingernail polish remover, which also removes my fingernail polish, but it gets rid of all the matte medium. Okay, let's see here. Let's go with this. I need to tear that down or just cut that little edge, just that little sliver. Okay. Just a couple more pieces. Whoops. Oh, don't forget to put it on here. We'll take a minute to dry it and set it a little bit. Okay, one more. Let's see, let's go with this piece right in here. We'll take a look at it and oh wait, that's the wrong side. We want this side. Okay. We'll get a fresh card. We're going to get fresh baby wipes. We're going to get fresh wax paper. All right. Let me wrap my brush up in a baby wipe to keep it from drying out while we are deciding some next steps. All right. Set this on one for my hands. You go through a lot of baby wipes. They are cool boxes, right? They came. Denise bought tumblers for work in them, and they didn't need the boxes, so she gave me 9 of them. Is it easier than your pumpkin? The pumpkin the problem with the pumpkin is because it's round, so it wants to, you have to tilt it all different ways to get around. With the pumpkin, you have to soak your papers because they're round. Okay, you have to soak your paper in water for just a second or two, 30 seconds, and get it moist so that it molds. To the pumpkin. I'm not having to do that with this. you know? So the pumpkin's really harder because you got to mold the paper and you got to be kind of quick, but you can't get it too wet because then you'll just be ripping up your paper. I mean, it'll get soaked, but you can't be messing with it too much. Once you put it on the pumpkin, you got to kind of be gentle with it or you'll be tearing it up because it's wet paper that you're trying to adhere to the pumpkin. So the pumpkin is a little trickier. All right, let me take a minute to dry these. Hang on. Then we'll start with phase two. Let me get a little excess off there. Will you do collage on ostrich eggs? Probably not, Raoul. I got Easter plans and I got St. Patrick's Day plans for probably Wednesday. We'll do some St. Patrick's Day stuff. Wait a minute, let me go ahead and wipe off any excess right along those edges there. Janet has no plans. Hi, Hermie. If I missed you, we got Hermit's Tail and we got our two Hermies here. Okay, I think that's good. Now, let's go ahead and try to wipe this down just a little. I'm going to change out my paper. I have a roll of this paper, so I can change it out every now and then. And let me get another piece of wax paper. And Malibu's sitting in her little bed. Okay. I need to pour me out a little bit more matte medium. And let's wipe off the lid here. Okay, now get some of this crusty bits off me. Might have to go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go craft scrubby. Just a second, because I can't do that detail stuff. It's too caked. At least get the bulk of it off. I'll show y'all. If you don't know what a craft scrub is, and I don't know they make them anymore, they're kind of like a little light pumicey kind of thing, but they're like light as a feather. I mean, it's like nothing to them. But this, and Ranger made these. Ranger made them for years, and you just get your hands wet and scrub it, and it comes right off. Um, but I don't think they make them anymore. So if you ever see, they're called craft scrubbies. If you ever see them, grab them because they really are good. And I didn't get it very much off of this hand. All right, let's see what we can do here. Peeling. Let me get a paper towel. Oh. All right, let's see. All right. Oh, just talking amongst yourself. All right, see how it's flaky? I got a lot of it off, but not all of it, you know. But I know I'm going to get my hands right back in it, so I didn't care about getting every bit off. All right, so let's see now. Clean wax paper. Our 2 boxes. Let's see if I can move this. I have to move this over so I can stay in camera. Let's tilt this down just a little. There we go. All right, so next what I want to do is start gluing on some of our images. And again, I tore around them. That's not one. I tore around them so that I can paint them in. So, you know, I want to kind of space this stuff out, and it's going to get painted in black, blue, whatever colors. Like maybe this one will be good right here. It's hard to, you know, see. And I do want to try to get as kind of close to fussy tearing as possible because I don't want to lose everything in the background. I want to keep some of that. All right, so now we're going to start again. Let's see, maybe I can make another, let me get another piece of wax paper and try to glue these little pieces on the backs over here on the side. So I'm not just messing up this piece of wax paper. All right, so I'll come over here and turn it over. And we got this wet. So it's going to kind of look like a hot mess for a minute till we start painting. Okay. All right. And I'm just going to kind of look at what I got here. I got this little butterfly. I think I'll just cut off his little antenna because I can draw that back on. So we're going to put one of those up here. It's little. Oops. Oh, okay, more baby wipes. I keep looking over at chat, guys, to see if y'all are asking me anything or talking to me. Nobody is. So, you know, I'm not ignoring you. Nobody's talking. So, I mean, y'all are talking. You're just not asking me anything. So, all right, here's a chair. This one has a little bit of, I think I glued the wrong end on that, but that's okay. We're going to paint it out. All right. I think I'm going to go over here. Put this chair on here. There's a little bit of that castle in the paper there. And let's see, there's this little rabbit. I do like him. I think we'll put him. No, I like this girl. I think I like this girl. And if I don't really want it right, something that tiny going over the edge because it'll end up just being an annoyance when I go to. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that little bit of edge right there on the fold or on the round, if you will. On the round of the. And I just want something on each one. I might have to stop and dry. I think I'm going to do that now because I got 3 or 4 sides going here. I think I'm going to use some of my gold, my mica gold, my splatter. We'll see. It's easier to handle this if it's not so wet on every side. So I can keep, you know, moving. All right, so this is a little bird here. That's so cute. I like the little bird. I think I will put the bird on the fold. Put the matte medium on the back of it. But it's all these fantasy. I need another baby wipe over here. Lots of baby wipes. More baby wipes. Okay, let's see. Oh, I think I like this. No, the castle's a little big for right there, I think. Let's see what else do I have. I got this chair. I got her. That's what we need. We need her right there. A lot of the background's going to be covered up with paint because I never know exactly where I'm going to place something. So we just want something there. All right, let's dry again. And then after I do the painting, I might fussy cut some other little things out to lay on top. So that may happen too. Like I like these little shoes. Her little shoes might need to go right there. Let's go ahead and glue that down. Okay. You do, Riri. Hi, Riri. Thank you for my book. I showed it earlier. The Nat Geo. Leonardo. Okay, something may need to go here. I might have to I'll probably add some more stuff, fussy cut more out. But I want to go ahead and put something on both of them. Let's do both of them at the same time. Like I like this castle here, so that can go right here. All right, so let's go ahead and go over here and put some glue on the back. I am putting glue on the back of each piece too. I'm just kind of doing it over there on another piece of wax paper. Okay, let's dry. It's easier if it's dry to move things, tilt it and go around different sides. But I do want to keep it flat, not put dimensional things on it, whether that be like liquid pearls or anything, because it's going to be a pen and pencil holder. You don't want it to be, things coming off of it, right? So you want it to be, and plus I'm going to varnish it. So let's see, I got this little rat, I got a cat. Let's put this, got this chair. I got this little, I like the chair, and I like maybe this bird. Let's put a bird on it. Chair and the bird. Okay. Again, I don't really like that little teeny bit going over the edge, but because I don't want things coming up. All right, where's my bird? Let's go right over that crayon. Let's just put it there. But I'm going to paint it and varnish. So, okay, keep going. Okay, something small here. I've got this little perfume bottle. Or I have this little, this needs to go over here, this little moth. Again, after I paint all these things in, then I'll probably fussy cut out some other things and glue them over the finished paint. So let's see. Oh, I do want this little butterfly in here, though. Or the little rabbit, maybe. Maybe the rabbit. No, maybe. I kind of like the rabbit. But then I do like the little butterfly and the little jar. Or the little heart. Let's go with that. Let's try to let's tear a little bit of that off. The little locket. There's a little locket and this little butterfly. Let's tilt them this way. You like the rabbit too? Okay, maybe we'll put the rabbit on the bottom. And then I have this cat. Look at this cat. We'll put that on the bottom of this one. Hang on, I'll show y'all in a minute. It's kind of off to the side. All right, let me mash these down. Put the brush in the baby wipe because we're going to need it again in a little bit. Okay, let's dry these. There's going to be more added, but this is like the base. Okay, now I might have to go clean my hands a little bit again with the craft scrubby. Where'd I put it? I had it here. There it is. Let me go get some of these crusty, flaky things off my hands because now I got to paint and I don't want it to be in my paint. Okay. Got the bulk of it off. Get a sip of water. Look at chat. No, they're from, well, yeah, I guess you call that an Alice character, but it's out of this book, the Cut and Collage Fairy Ephemera book. So it's got castles or some cats and, maybe some Alice type things, but it's a little everything. You can see I've really cut into this one. So Kate Curry. All right. All right, I'm going to move these little panels away. I'm not going to have probably time to work on that right now. Okay, so let's move the matte medium over and bring the paint thing in. All right, so now put that to the side. Make some space. All right. I'm probably going to get some more stuff out of that book, though, in a little bit, because I got to paint this stuff in. And we go this way. Paint this stuff in, and then we'll add, what do you call it? Details on top. All right. Let's make some space, make some clean. Okay, let's get some more wax paper. All right. Now we're going to paint. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to get black, blue, purple, pink, these colors out. And I'm going, look, I still didn't even make a dent really in peeling this stuff off. I really have to get it off with fingernail polish remover, but I don't want to take the time to do all that right now. Just try to get the bulk of it off. All right. And more baby wipes. Go through a lot of baby wipes and wax paper. Okay. Hi, Jeff. How's it going? Let me get a couple brushes here. A smaller one, a medium one. Oh, let's see. This one looks good. No, not that one. Okay. Let's get a couple, 2 or 3 brushes. All right. I might have to zoom out a little. We'll see. All right. Black. Purple. Lavender. Pink. That might be too magenta. Well, maybe not. And some blue. This lavender blue. This is periwinkle. We'll start with this. We'll start with these colors. All right, let's see. So it's going great. Sold all books in the. Oh, awesome, Jeff. Don't follow Jeff. Oh, I don't know if he's on. He doesn't. Do you have a YouTube channel? I think I follow you on Instagram. Did you post pictures of the Comic-Con on Instagram? I think for some reason I think I liked it or something. I think it was you or somebody else at Midland. Well, I have fingernail polish remover. Same thing, Ruth. Fingernail polish remover. I just have it. It's right there in the bathroom. It's not, I could go in there and do this if I really wanted to, but I don't really want to because I got more to do. So, all right, let's see. I'm going to get a kind of a medium brush here. Probably. All right, let's just take one at a time because that way you can see it. All right, so what I'm going to start to do, I think I'll start with, I think I'm going to do with my fingers. You'll post something else? Okay. Hi, Big Fly Flow. I can't say it. Hi, Raj. Hi, Raj. All right, so I think I'm going to just start with finger painting. So let's just go ahead and get some couple colors of the purple here. And I'm going to start blending in. And if I get too much somewhere, I don't. Now remember, this has got matte medium over the whole thing, right? One of the benefits of matte medium is you can wipe it away. Okay. Now I think I'll get in there with the brush, but so that's one of the nice things about matte medium is you can brush it away. I mean, wipe it away with the baby wipe while it's wet. While it's wet. Do I want to get in there with the brush? Do I want to get kind of tight in there on that? So this is here's an example of see how that I cut that edge on this one. The cut edge is harder to hide than a torn edge, but we'll make it work. And this is the relaxing part. And this is my favorite part of doing mixed media collage is the painting in like little details like this. But you saw how long it took us to get to this spot. Let's see, let's turn, is it too bright? No, maybe not. I just got to stay right in here. Maybe a little black there. And I usually don't clean my brush. I'll wipe it off on a baby wipe or something as I go because I'm going in from color to color like this. And then my fingers. And then I'm going to do some gold stars. Instead of white splatter stars, I'm going to do gold stars. And I do want to try to get this done. Now, when I go to varnish it, I'm not sure what's going to happen to the gold stars. If they will matte out, if the gold will get unshiny, it kind of brassy, I should say. I mean, I'm going to use gloss varnish. I'm going to use gloss varnish, but if I use that mica gold for the stars, I'm not sure if they're going to retain that very, very high gloss sheen that the mica is good for. So you can just kind of see I'm just going around and painting things in. I will put some antenna on that moth. Let's get rid of that flower a little bit. It's detracting from the moth. I want, and don't be afraid to paint anything out you don't like. I'm going to put some antenna back on there rather than try to paint around antenna. Just paint them back in. Okay, let's go back down here. Let's get some blue down in here. Could you spray coat it first? You mean, well, I'm not sure why I'd want to do that because I think if I put any spray on it, it would do the same thing as the varnish in detracting from this gold. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure. I need a little white. I need to lighten up a couple of these colors. I just don't know what that would do as far as retaining the mica by spraying over the mica. I'm not sure if that's what you mean, Devin. Not sure if that's what you mean. You can explain it again. I'm looking at chat, guys. So if y'all want to ask me or say anything, now that I got the at least sort of glued down, I can kind of look at chat a little bit. So I'm just going in here and painting in any areas. And the whole thing will be shiny when I'm done. Thank you, Michelle. And good morning, by the way. Okay, so I can get rid of some of that. Again, the reason that I can remove the paint is because of the matte medium. That's put a coat on, because everything's coated with matte medium. So I can blend and move things around. All right, let's go back over here now. Oops, come back here. I thought it was because the mica gold was water. No, I don't. Once the mica gold is dry, it should be okay. As far as putting the varnish on it, it should be once it's dry. I'm just thinking of the shine of it, but we'll test it out. I'll do a little test on a piece of paper because I don't know that I've ever tried to varnish over this. I don't know. Maybe I have, and I just don't remember. Let's get rid of that. Michelle, you're moving the last thing. Oh, you're moving. Okay, Michelle. Well, don't overdo. Hi, Amy. Anybody else I missed coming in? I'm just, we glued down some collage elements. And now I'm painting them in. At least keep some of that stuff. And again, a lot of it's going to have, I'm going to put gold, and also I can go in and fussy cut some other little elements out and glue them on without having to be painted in. These are having to be painted in though right now. All right, let me dry this. Let's take a minute to dry so I'm not sticking my hand in the wet paint. Okay, let me clean off my brush. I want some of that blue to filter over to this side. Kind of the whole thing will look kind of misty. See, I put the pictures on my IG under Herman Hunter. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I didn't write. Oh, let me write that down, Jeff. Herman P. Hunter. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. I'll see if I can get to IG here in a little bit too. Okay, I wrote that down. All right, so then let's see. Let's go here on the bottom real quick to the little. Oops, too black. All right, now I got too much black in mine. You do have to clean out your brush every now and then because it starts drying. It starts drying and crusting up. So you do want to. Okay, let's put some. Just get rid of the white edge there. I covered up his ear too much. There we go. And a little purple. Again with the ear. All right, that's a start on that. You can always go back and add more. Let's see. Jan, we had so much fun at your Pictionary last week. That was so fun. All right, let's put a little more blue down in here. Go around this corner, a little black, a little blend. So you can see it takes a minute, but you want to take your time and enjoy the process too. At least I do. I like to enjoy this. This is like one of my favorite things is the painting in and the details like this. Okay, let's get some pink. Let's clean that off a little. Got a little too much black there. Get some of the pink in here now. Pink and white. Let's see. We can do this. Y'all still with the tour? If I take a couple coats right there on that black, if I need to really get rid of the black, we'll see. Just trying to meld it in, Go around this corner here. Okay, let that sit for a second. Yes, with the tour buckle. Thanks, Bo Beanie. Yeah, I do too. I like the black with, I just like black in the backgrounds and adding stars and different, nebulas and different things. So again, I want to test maybe I should do that real quick. Let's go ahead and paint something with the mica and see what happens when I let it dry, and then see what happens when I go over it with. First off, we got to have a base of paint though. We're going to just have some kind of, because that's what we're starting with. We're starting with some paint. So let's just start here. And let me just put down some paint. Okay. I'm just going to put down some paint, let this dry. Then we're going to put mica. We're going to mica on top of that, and then we're going to varnish on that, and we'll see what happens. So let me just set that aside for a minute. I'll heat gun it in a minute, but I want to keep working on this. Where'd my little brush go? Oh, here it is. I don't think this is the same brush. I don't know where my other brush went. Oh, well. I don't know if this is it or not. Kind of feather looking. A little bit of gray in there. And you can go back, put two or, you can put as many coats as you want. Okay, some more pink in here. Can y'all see okay? No, Angie, they're cutouts. They're out of the Kate Curry ephemera book. I mean, you could use stickers, but for me to use stickers, I'd have to cut off the little white edge. Because remember what I said about tearing. If you tear, these are torn edges out of the book. They're torn, and it's much easier to blend a torn edge than a sharp edge, especially if you're going to use a sticker. You'd want to cut that white edge off. Well, you don't have to. You all can do whatever you want. It's just that's what I would do, I should say. And I'll need a couple of coats in a couple places there, like here. I might bring some of that black around to the side. Maybe some little water coming up around here. But this is the fun part for me, and just to take my time. But, you know, sometimes it's hard to take your time on stream. Do a couple coats of that up there. I might paint this black right in here. See, I have one of her books and about to order the two. Yeah, but they're not stickers. Yeah, they're not stickers. You have to cut them out. All right, let's see what we got here. Need a little bit of something going on over here. Okay, let me go ahead and clean my brush and hit this with the heat gun. Thanks, and hi, Joe Lou. We're going to test that gold. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to paint this black in here. Maybe at least right there on the edge. We'll see. I'm not going to worry about the inside right now. All right, so now let's come over here. And let's dry. Make sure this is dry. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks, Deb Bruce. Yeah, I don't know that I'll finish both on camera, but we'll see how far we get. Okay, let's see. Now that's dry. So what I want to do is I want to test some splattering of this. So let's just get a little brush that'll splatter here. Okay, so I'm going to splatter some gold here. And I'll also just do a little mark so we can see real easy. But I mean, I'm probably going to just do splatters. That's all I really have to concern myself with on this. But let's just do a test to see what happens when this is dry and we put varnish over it. Okay, hang on, clean my brush. All right, so let's dry this. So take a minute with those splatters. It's very shiny, look. Okay, I'm going to let it sit for a minute because the splatters are going to take a minute. So let's just let it sit for a minute. And then after this is completely dry, I'm going to put my varnish over it that I'm going to varnish these with and see what happens to that gold. I'll like put varnish on half of it and not on the other half, and we'll see what happens. All right, let's come back over here now. Let me look. All right, now that that's dry, I can put some more coats. Like here's some more pink. Maybe some pink and lavender. I don't want to get too muddy here, but there we go. Maybe some white, maybe a little bit of white up there, like some little clouds or something coming through. Maybe I'll have one coming across here. Oops, sorry, can't hardly see. Okay. And just keep adding details. All right, so now I know I want some water, something down here. Let me clean out my brush. Okay, let's see here. Get the water out of my brush, though. Oh, sorry. I was right off camera. Okay, we'll let that sit for a minute. Maybe a little bit more cloud right here. Just kind of painting a scene. It's supposed to look dreamy like. Yeah, thanks, Herbie. Okay, we'll stop there. Oops, let's make sure this is dry. I think those are dry. All right, so now let's do our test. Let's do our test on this. Hi, Diane. Anybody else popping in I missed? You never collaged before? Yeah, practices. Not my tip though, and I know it's not cheap, but my tip, you don't have to get this big of a jar. You can get smaller jars. Golden matte medium is the collage magic to me, because it not only does it keep everything wrinkle free if you use a card and mash it down, it keeps things wrinkle free, and it puts a coat over your whole piece. Even though it's matte so you don't see it shiny, right? But because it's coated with the matte medium, I can put paint anywhere, and while it's wet, I can just wipe it away. You can't do that. It won't do that if you don't have matte medium on it. Okay. All right. So let's test this out here with some my. Let's see. I need another, and I usually use a foam brush. So let me do that. When I varnish anything, I usually use these little sponge brushes because they don't leave brush marks. It usually levels out, and you won't see. I mean, it's possible to have streaks with this, but it's less likely to be streaky if you use a these cheap sponge brushes rather than a brush, because the brush will leave brush marks. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and put just a little bit. We don't need too much. And we're going to put it on half. Let's put a little more because I'm not sure how much I'm going to use on there. All right. So I'm going to put half of it varnished and half of it not. Okay, so let's let it sit there a minute. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break because all my water, now hopefully, oh, there, she's moving out of the room. I'm going to go rinse this out and take a quick break, and I'll lock her out because I don't want her up here in the paint. Okay, I'll be right back. She left anyway. So. Okay. Oh, I still can't get all this. I gotta get the craft scrubby again. Even washing my hands, the paint's not coming off. Okay, so I cleaned out my little sponge brush here. All right, let's get some fresh baby wipes. All right, let's see here. What do we got going on? Hi, Cat and Paste. All right. Now, I don't want to take the heat. I never take the heat gun to this varnish. I let it dry naturally, but so we'll just let it sit for a while and see. But look, it is not covering. It's still gold. I mean, the gloss is it's gonna dry glossy. It's a gloss varnish. This half is matte, except for the gold. But look, it looks like it's gonna be fine. It looks like the mica gold is still gonna look just as shiny. Do you know what I mean? It looks like it's gonna be fine. If I put gold on these and then varnish over it, I think it's gonna be fine. So it's looking promising. I'm going to set it to the side for a little bit. All right, so let's go back over here. Again, see, you can see what we started with, like something like this. And I'm going to do the same thing to this one as I did to this one, paint it all in. And we're getting there a little at a time. You know, I got to put in, let's put in his antenna. Kind of knock that back just a little. Oops, now I smeared it. Oop. Let's wipe it off because there's matte medium on there. I'm going to try something besides Posca, probably just a Sharpie. Let's let that dry, and I'll just put it in there with a Sharpie pen. Okay, so let's see what else do I want to do. I like him down there. That's looking good. Maybe do I want a little mist or a little cloudage going around him, maybe? Maybe a little cloud coming around him. If I get too much, I'll just wipe it away. I don't want this to look like there's smoke coming out of his ears, which is kind of what it's looking like. There we go. That's better. But again, because it's the matte mediums on here, I can manipulate that paint. And then you can also put a little dab it on your baby wipe if you want more misty type. Something like that. more than our Oh, well, thanks, Abigail. Yeah, I've just done a lot of them, a lot of things are practice, and the more you do them, you get a little bit better at playing with the baby wipe or your fingers, or you get better at it as you do lots of it, you know. So I think I'll just leave that like that. Let's dry it so I can stand it up. So I think what I'll do, because we still have about 30 minutes, I think I'm going to splatter some gold on the bottom here and dry it and varnish the bottom, because I can't, you have to do it, well, you can leave it like that, but, especially when I was doing the pumpkin, which I do every October, you have to like tilt it and let it dry, the varnish dry for a few hours, and then varnish the other side, then turn it over and varnish the bottom. So it is a little bit of a process when you do a pumpkin. So, all right, so I think that's dry. So I'm going to take my gold here and that brush. Where is it? Here we go. Let's make sure that's all the water's out of it. All right, so now I'm going to splatter. Let's cover up his face a little. I want a couple big splots. There we go. All right. Maybe a couple more up here. Okay, let me clean my brush. All right. Now, I'll probably have to let this dry and set and heat gun it before I want to varnish the bottom of it. So let me heat gun it, set it aside for a few minutes, and do a little bit of work on this one. Now, this is not done yet. Of course, it's upside down. This is the bottom. See how shiny that is? Okay, I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes over here while we work on this one for a few minutes. Let's work on the bottom of this one with the cat. Bye, Angie. Thanks, anybody that comes in and pops out. Thank you, lurkers, for being here. All right, so let's see. Let's just come back over here with my little baby wipes and my brush, and let's just play with this. Let's start up here I'll start with my fingers. All right, let's start with some of the purples here. Purple, maybe a little bit of black in here, just to get some movement going here. I like to keep those two little puffy balls right there. Then I'll get in here with the brush. Okay. There's a little bit of water still in my brush. Squeeze that out. Now, he really definitely is going to need some mist around him, just because of who he is. We'll do that here in just a second. Maybe some like little swirls with the purple too would be good. And I could also go back in here with some pencil and put some highlights and some, some other details in here with pencil. But now when you varnish, you got to be careful. If you put too much color pencil, you can make that go away. It will, the varnish, if you rub on it too much, you can remove color pencil. So you do have to be a little careful with color pencil in the varnish so that you don't just smear it off too much. You like the nodding kitty? All right, let's see if we can do a little bit of rolling here. A little bit of a spirally thing going on here. Okay, a little too much. There we go. All right, now let me go ahead and that's a little too bright there. Let's put a little bit of blue or something there. Just water it real lightly. Just kind of get rid of that bright white. There we go. I don't know what that is, a little watch or something maybe. Okay. And also you want to make sure your paint's 100% dry before you put varnish over it. Like this is pretty thick right there, so I'm not going to varnish this for some time. See how thick that is, that paint? This is going to be okay to varnish. This is still too wet. But I will take pictures of it. I'll take pictures of, maybe I can do a short or a little video just kind of rolling it, and so you can see all sides and take pictures of the different sides. That's usually what I do with the pumpkin, is do a short or a little video just so you can see all the way around it, All right, so let's go back to this one. I think the gold, let's see, is that dry? Nope, see, that's not quite dry, that gold. Hang on, let's dry it a little more. Thanks, Vale, and hi, Vale. Okay, I think it's dry now. Before you varnish, you want to make sure there's nothing that you want to change, because once you varnish it, that's it. Okay, there's no going back. See, like that gold's a little, I think it needs a little bit of, just a little bit of cover up that gold spot. Just a little, there we go. Just a little too much. Okay. Do I have any questions or anything? Yes, it's Deco Art. Here we go. Deco Art Gloss, interior, exterior. It's got a big sticker over it. Americana Duragloss. It's about $7.99, but it lasts a long time unless you're doing huge pieces, right? All right, so let's see here. I'm looking at this, and like I'd like a little bit of. Let me see. Let me get my white pencil. Sharpen that. Again, when I go to varnish this, I'm not going to want to scrub with that with the sponge brush, because the pencil can be, if you scrub it, it will come off. Now remember, because this is acrylic paint, you can see I can do some things here with the pencil, right? Just like I do in a color book page. But any little pieces and little something that I want to maybe a highlight or something, maybe around this flower a little bit, just to give it a little more oomph. And I could go in here with color too, but white's just really showing up. Okay, let's go around this ear. A little around the edge of that hat. Right up to the edge there. And maybe some whiskers. Now the whiskers, I'm going to put them thin. I'm not promising that they're going to stay with the varnish, but I'm going to try. I'm going to put a couple whiskers. We'll see what happens when I go to varnish it. Okay. All right. So I think let's hit it one more time with the heat gun. Yeah, what I glue everything down with is golden matte medium. It's matte, not shiny. That's what matte means, not shiny. And this is the glue I use with all my collage. Now, I'll do little booklets and little travelers things and just little things I'll stick down with a glue stick. But anything that I want to finish collage or in my art journals or my the mixed media, all abandoned books or anything like that, it's all glued down with this. Okay. It's glued down with this. Then I can go back in and I can paint on it and manipulate the paint with baby wipes or, washing it off or whatever. Then when it's dry, and now I'm going to test with the gold. We did a little test with the gold and the varnish here. So you see where I got half of it varnished here and then half of it not varnished, just to test to see if that gold would retain its mica-ness. And it looks like it will. So now I'm going to varnish this. So usually if I'm something on these sides here, I'll probably use my sponge brush. But if it's something small like an art card, now I don't do this with my big art journal pages, but with something small like this or an art card, I just will use my finger. Again, y'all know I'll get my hands in anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put about a size of a quarter, maybe just a dab more. And I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to roll it around and just go right to the edge. There'll be no brush marks or anything in it. Okay. So now I don't want to rub over like his whiskers because I can rub those whiskers off. All right. So there we go. That will level out. Do I get a little bubble right there? Let's see on camera. What's that right? Oh, it's just one of the gold things. Okay. So there we go. So that whole thing will be shiny like this when it's finished. Okay. And that will level off. It looks a little wrinkly kind of, but it does level off if you just let it sit there. Okay. So there's that. And all this, I'm going to finish doing some little more details and stuff in there. And then I'll put some gold in it and then I'm going to varnish it. So I'll set that aside for a minute. Let's come back over here to our little cat. See, that's still wet. That's still wet there. So I don't want to do, see, I'm peeling it. I'm wiping it up. Let's put that back in there because it's matte medium. You can do that. You can move things, especially if you just jam your finger into it like I just did. Okay, so there we go. Put that back in there. All right, let's hit it with the heat gun. Try to set it a little bit. I don't want to touch right there. It's kind of thick, but I want to get some, let me get a couple of colors here like that. Color that's in the cat, like the teal and a purple, lavender color. Maybe these two, and maybe, that should probably be enough. Okay, so. And I think it's dry enough around his little head. So again, you can go in here with pencils. So like if I want to sharpen up his ears or his little head there, maybe around this ear here. Let's do some little spiky bits off the top of his head. And then take the purple because he's purple and teal kind of, right? So I can add some details, maybe some more whiskers. Maybe around his little arm here. A little teal. So you see how you can go in there with color pencil. And as long as when you put the varnish on, you're not rubbing, it'll stay. You just can't over rub on the pencil when you go to do the varnish. Thanks, guys. All right, so now, do I want to go ahead and throw the gold on? Well, I kind of want to keep working here. We got a few minutes. Let's go ahead and work on around the edges here. So, yeah. So now you kind of see where we're going with it. I do want to add a little bit of maybe some white, like misty stuff coming around him, but I got to let that purple dry, I think. All right, so let's put some of this around here. And also, another kind of tip or trick to doing this is the paint I'm putting it on thick, and there's no water. This is not watered down. I don't water any of this down. The only time I water anything down is like the white paint when I want to splatter stars so that it'll splatter easy. But all this it's very thick. It's just craft paint, but it's not watered down. So it does take a minute to dry, and sometimes you got to put a couple coats. But and like around her dress and here and everything, when I get done, I can go back in there with a white pencil and like kind of outline her little dress. So it's like, it doesn't get lost in the color here. But I'm just kind of, making some little swirls and stuff. And the same thing around this little bird. But after it dries, I can come back in here and go in there with pencil. Or like, look, let's just say I got that paint right there. See how I went right over that bird? Now look, I can wipe that away completely. But it's only because of the matte medium that I can do that. Okay? I get people say, well, mine wouldn't wipe off. Well, did you use matte medium? Well, no. Well, that's why it didn't wipe off. I try, and guys, I do my best every time I collage or do a project like this. I do my best to tell y'all everything I use, every tip, every trick. I don't hide anything from you. I'm not got any secrets here. I'm showing you everything I do so that you could get the best results if you do something similar, whether it be on a pumpkin, a box, a art journal page. Oh my gosh, my stomach is growling. It didn't even eat a fig Newton. Might have to get me a chicken biscuit while I'm out. Well, I have to run an errand in between my stream and Janet's stream. I might get me a chicken biscuit, Janet. Well, a Chick-fil-A. Chicken biscuits. It's too late for chicken biscuits now. I think they only serve those till 10:30. See how it's coming along, though, the little bird? Let's see. You are always so awesome at sharing. Well, I try to share everything with you. I really do. And, I don't charge y'all for classes. I do appreciate when y'all do super chats or send me, a PayPal or something like that. But I just, I really just really want to show y'all stuff and do this stuff. It's not, it's not, I don't teach classes. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I don't feel like I'm a teacher. And again, just because I'm not a teacher doesn't mean you can't learn things from me. But I'm not a teacher. I don't have the patience to be a teacher. If you've ever watched me with Denise or Cameron or Samantha, no, wait, just don't. I showed you how to do that. So go back. You'll hear. You see how I am. I don't have the patience. It's like, look, I told you, people. What's wrong? Just do it. Our teacher will go, I understand. You need a little more time. You need to take that step over. No, you don't. You need to get it right the first time. I'm half joking. I'm half joking. Not quite that bad, but you know what I mean. Yeah, there's no gatekeeping here, right? Right, Julie? And I'm glad you got to make it in today, by the way. And I'm not dissing on people. I'm telling you, art teachers online, they got to make some money. And I do. I used to never take. Oh, I'll tell you all about art class. Some art classes. All right, so I never used to take art classes, but sometimes I just like, man, I just want to do something different, or try something new, or, I just. So I did. I did start doing some domestica, and most of the domestica courses are in Spanish, and you have to do subtitles, which does not bother me. But just FYI, if you sign up for domestica courses, make sure that if you can't do, if you're not capable of doing any kind of classes with subtitles, then just be warned. A lot of the domestica um, are in Spanish. That being said, they have some awesome classes on domestica. And I never used to take classes. I just never had the time for one. But they do have some good classes. So, and I have taken a couple of Lewis Rosenwald. Y'all know him, Lewis, and I can't ever pronounce his name. But Carla Sondheim sponsors him to have classes. So if you like Lewis has 3 different classes. I think he has a new one, a city one. I haven't signed up for the city one, but I did take a couple of his other courses through Carla Sondheim. Carla Sondheim has some awesome artists in her lineup, if you will, and Lewis is one of them. And I really like Lewis. I just like his personality. He's all tatted up, and not that has anything to do with it, but he's real chill. And I don't know. I just like Lewis. I've shown y'all him and showed you his what do you call it, Instagram account. So and anyway, so I have taken a couple of Lewis's class. I think I'll just paint right over that. Don't be afraid to paint over something. Um, so, oh, hi and bye, Dot. I didn't see you. I'm sorry. I see it was in bye, Dot, and I didn't even see her come in. Let me set this down carefully here because I got to get the excess paint out of my brush. So, anyway, on Instagram, I saw, and I know some of y'all probably know what's the lady, and I never signed up for her 100-day thing. The Collage lady. Some of y'all know. Devin will probably know. That does not Foil, although Foil is, I think, one of the class teachers this time, I think. But anyway, what's a Collage lady that somebody tell me? Y'all know. Yeah, you can slow the domestic courses down too. Not Christine. No, she does that. She has an accent. I don't know, she's European. I don't know what she is. Spanish, maybe? And she does those 100 days. No, not Wanderlust. No, it's not Wanderlust. She does the 100 days of collage. Well, anyway, she's one of the teachers in this. Let me tell you his name. He's the one that sponsors it. I signed up for is what I'm getting at, and it starts today. I think. No, get down, babe. No, no, no. I think it starts today. And let me go find him. It's Devin. It's not Devin. Oh, hang on. Just let me go look it up. Hang on, because I'm just going to confuse y'all by rambling around here. But anyway, there's like 14. Drew Steinbrecher. Drew Steinbrecher is doing it's a collage summit. Okay, this is what it looks like here. Collage Makers Summit. And that's Drew right there. He's the sponsor of it, and there's like 14 different teachers in it. And the lady that does the 100 thing, I'll try to find it, is one of the teachers too. Just I say that because y'all would recognize her. Because I know a lot of y'all do the 100-day collage thing, but I can't think of her name. Yeah, Skillshare's okay, but Domestica's got more in depth. So anyway, it's the Collage Makers Summit. and his name is Drew Steinbrecher. Let me see. Let me go back here. Hang on. There it is right there. Okay, so if you want to go, if you go over to him, you can find the classes. Well, I signed up for it. I got it at the discount though, I think. So if it starts today, you probably have to pay full price. I got a discount by signing up earlier, like last week. So but anyway, let me see if it's got the list of people here. Hang on. Let me see what I can find out here. I know y'all will know. Where is it? Where's the page? Hang on. Hate to leave y'all hanging with it, but I'm trying to find. Oh, let's see more. Okay, here's all the collage artists. Let me see. Margaret Miller. Okay, so here's the list of all the teachers in Drew's collage, whatever I just called it. He's one of the okay. Well, see, I did not know that, Anne, because I've never done Wanderlust. I mean, I know about it, and I've seen clips and excerpts and shorts and stuff like that, Anne. But I've never signed up for Wanderlust. But anyway, so Drew is the one hosting this collage summit, and Margaret Miller is the one that does the 100-day collage thing. I know y'all know her. I don't do the 100-day collage thing, but that I know who she is, But here's a list, and you can go follow all these people. This is the Instagram. And if you go find this one, some of them are videos. Find the one that's this one, the plain white one, so that you can see the teachers. The other ones I think are videos. These are videos, so you don't see them. But anyway, so yeah, Drew Steinbrecher, I think is how you pronounce it. So, and he's hosting the Collage Summit. So I said all to say that I signed up for the Collage Summit just for something to do. Like I don't have anything else to do, but I did sign up for that. And again, I'm not sure what the price is now. They had a discounted price if you signed up for it a week or whatever ago. So... And I do like looking at other collage artists. I follow quite a few collage artists, but my collage is mixed media collage. I'm not and some of those look like they're mixed media collage artists as well. But a lot of the artists I follow are straight collage artists where they cut every little tiny leaf out of a tree. And see, to me, just for me, I don't do that why do that when I can paint it in? That's just my attitude toward it. If I can do this right here and paint around every little hair on her head, why do I want to cut that out? That's just me. Don't anybody email me. Don't get all huffy with me. Don't email me, people. It's just, that's how I roll. Okay. I roll with the painting it out. That's why I call it reverse collage. You're reversing out the collage rather than cutting out. You're painting it out. You're reversing it. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vernon? Oops, I dipped into that white. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. So anyway, but I will try to finish these today, either while I'm watching Janet or later, and post some pictures or a little short or something so that you can see me spin it around and you can see all sides, right? Or if I varnish it, then maybe it might be tomorrow because, I don't want to handle it. Let's make that moon a little rounded there. But anyway, yeah. Oh, but anyway, to get back to what my point was, is, artists teach and, they want to share, but they also have to make a living, most of them, off of it. I say them like I'm not an artist. I just mean, because I do my commissions and other things, right? I don't teach. I'm not patient. I know myself. I'm not a teacher. I mean, I can teach some things. Don't get me wrong. I taught the grandkids how to read, and they're always in the art. I teach them stuff, and like I said before, just because I'm not a teacher doesn't mean you can't learn anything from me. I'm not. Teachers have a skill set that is very just, gifted. Teachers are gifted for that. I'm an encourager. I like to encourage you to get started, to try things, to go for it, to not be afraid. So I will encourage you, like, till the sun comes, till the moon, cows come home, right? Because I think anybody can do a lot of things if they would just try. Most people don't even try. Oh, I can't draw a stick figure. Well, when's the last time you even drew a stick figure? Well, when I was 3. Well, you know what I mean? I tell you, Anne, I don't know if Anne Laura's still here. Anne is she is such a trooper. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell on Anne real quick, and then I gotta go because I gotta make a quick. Gotta do a couple of errands and go to Chick-fil-A before Janet comes on. I did all that painting with using the color cubes, using those color cubes and picking colors and then mixing them and then just getting my hands in there and the brush and the catalyst wedge and doing all this stuff. And Anne just loved that idea. And on her next show, I think it was wasn't, I don't know what day it was. Anyway, whatever day it was. Anne did not even have half the colors of paint she needed. She just dove right in. She said, well, this isn't working. I'm going to try this. And she just dove. I love that. I thought, Anne, that is so awesome. And she cut them up and she was doing stuff with them and she didn't have half the supplies. And it was just her first time trying it. She just dove in. And Wednesday, oh, there she is. So if y'all want to go see Anne do her bit on last Wednesday, I was so proud of you, Anne. I just gotta say, I was so proud of you just diving in there and doing it. And it encouraged me that you just dove in and did it. And so, yeah, that was awesome. If y'all want to see Anne just like dive into something, she does that a lot though. She'll just go for a lot of things. But I was just because she just tried that with with all the paint, got messy and just got right in there. I know, right? Right, Devin? See, everybody says so. So everybody needs to go watch Anne do that last Wednesday. I was just like really beaming and proud of you, Anne. I just gotta say. Okay, so you can see where we're going with this. It's going to take me a while to go around all the cut bits here. And then after that, let me just kind of, do I have anything here with this one? This varnish is going to take some hours to dry, but look how leveled off it is already. See how leveled off it is already? But let me just pick a little something here out of the book. Let's see here. Just to kind of show you, on the outside. I can't turn it up straight up because we've got the varnish on the bottom. But let me just pick a little something here. Let's see. Maybe this. All right, this little egg, maybe. All right, so just to kind of show you. Then after this is all painted and dried, okay. After this is all painted and before you varnish it now. Varnish is it. Once you varnish it, that's it. So this is still workable around here. This is not varnished yet. It's just upside down. Okay. So I can take like this egg here before I varnish now, because the varnish is going to make everything shiny. So I can take this egg and fussy cut the egg because I don't want to paint it in. I don't want to paint it in, but I can take this now and just glue it on anywhere I want. I can just glue it on with matte medium, just glue it on anywhere I want, like right there. Okay. Then I might put the antennas coming up around there. So let me just get a little matte medium on my finger here. Get a little matte medium and put that down on here. So I'm showing you this because this is fussy cut out, right? I don't have to paint this in. And you can do both. If you don't want to paint around like I just did, which adds a lot of character, I'm just saying, if you just want to slap it on top of your background, that's fine. But it's not going to be the same kind of, character and painty look if you just, as it will be if you paint it in. But then after you're done painting everything in, if you want to add some other little elements, a couple more butterflies or, even stickers, as long as you cut the white edge off, in my opinion. But you can add other things like that, right? Boxes are gonna. Oh, thanks. Well, I'll make sure and post pictures of them. And oh, there's my mailman. Is he getting out? Do I need to? Let's see if I don't think I have anything being delivered today. He's rolling on. Nope, he's rolling away. I got nothing from the mailman today. But speaking of the mailman, thanks again, Arlene. She's probably already gone. Thanks again, Arlene, for the stamps, and thank you, Riri, for the Nat Geo book on Leonardo da Vinci. So, yeah, so there we go. It'll all be shiny like this when it's all done with some gold instead of white stars and spots. It'll have gold. It's going to have gold all through it. All right, and then again, this one you can see how we just started painting that in like there. So this has got a ways to go. But I'll probably have some water splashing up under her feet there. So, but I will show pictures. I'll take pictures and maybe, like I said, maybe a video so I can twist it and you can see all sides. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head out. It's going to take me 5 minutes to clean my hands before I go get my Chick-fil-A. And make a quick stop or two. Oh, thank you, Leona. Thank you so much. I'm going to write you down for a collage bookmark, you and Deb E today. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting the channel. Leona Jean bookmark. Okay, Devin. So again, that you saw the collage guy. I'd never heard of him because I've never taken Wanderlust or anything, so I'd never heard of Drew before. That at least not by name. So when I saw that Instagram collage, it's not a workshop. What did I say it was called? Collage. Hang on, let me go back over there. Collage Makers. Collage Makers Summit. And that's Drew there. So I saw that. I said, that looks interesting. That might be fun. That might be fun to do. Of course, I'm not going to give away all their secrets because, they're a paid class. Same thing for Lewis, but I loved Lewis's class. Now, Carlos Sondheim classes individually, they're kind of expensive. But to me, the Lewis class, I'll show you Lewis here. Let me look up Lewis. Y'all know who I'm talking about when I show you his work. Louis Rossignol. And he's, you probably recognize him from doing, the portraits, and there's Lewis there. And, but his work looks so childlike, but this is not easy. This is not easy to do. Just saying. You take any of his classes. And so here he's showing some of how he draws. But if you want to take his classes, they're through Carla Sondheim, who has books out. I know y'all know Carla Sondheim. But Lewis has got, I've got all his books except his newest one. I've shown y'all his books before. He has that insect book. He has if anybody really wants to see it, I'll show it on Wednesday again. I show him all the time, anytime we bring up Lewis. But you can take classes with him. This is kind of what he's doing now, more like urban street kind of scenes and stuff. And that's what his newest class is on. I've not taken that one, so I can't speak for it, but I can speak for the other two I've taken. A sketchbook one and a portrait one. And I don't even do his style at all. But it's kind of freeing just to try new things. That's why I signed up for that collage makers thing. Just to, mix it up a little, So, yeah. Rosin y'all. Okay. Thank you, Abigail. So I just call him Lewis. I did win one of his paintings one time. He did a giveaway, and his paintings are very, very expensive. But he did a giveaway one time on Instagram with the hundreds of people, and I won it. And Annie, my daughter out in LA, absolutely loved it, so I gave it to her. So I sent it to Annie. But I did win one of his originals. Original. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to head out. Don't forget, Janet comes on. I still didn't see what she was going to do today, except maybe some watercolor. So go watch Janet at 1. And let's see, I can do that with my traveling pictures. You can, what can you do with your traveling pictures? You mean the photograph? Yeah, you mean kind of like sketchy, urban sketching with your pictures? Thanks, Debbie Bruce. Thank you. Good. I'm glad you like them. Oh, you're going to do botanical watercolor. All right. That's Janet's channel name right there. So if y'all want to get over there at 1 o'clock. All right, guys, we will see you over Janet's. And thank you, Janet. I love you guys. Thanks so much for supporting my channel and just being here. Hi, lurkers. Bye, guys.